Hi, today we're going to look at addition properties. This should be review. You've done this before in the past, I know. We're going to use a property of addition to find sums of whole numbers and decimals mentally. And when there's no parentheses, we're going to add in order from left to right. Okay, so the first property that I want you to write down in your notes is the commutative property of addition. Okay, the commutative property of addition states that the order in which numbers are added does not change the sum. For instance, like on this example here, taking 5 plus 27 plus 15. You are going to get the same answer if you do it that way as if you take 5 plus 15 plus 27, or if you take 27 plus 5 plus 15, or 27 plus 15 plus 5. No matter which way you do it, just reordering the numbers does not change the sum. Okay, so that's the first property. That's the first one, commutative property of addition. So go ahead and make sure that's written down on the first blank in your notes. Okay, the second property is the associative property of addition. This states that the way in which numbers are grouped does not change the sum. Okay, so you can group them any way you want to. It's not going to change the sum. So you can put the 5 and the 15 together. You can put the 5 and the 27 together. You can put the 27 and the 15 together. If you, no matter how you group them together, it's not going to change the sum or the answer when you add them together. Okay, so let's look at this example here. Elijah recorded the number of different movies he watched last month. Use properties of addition to mentally find the total number of movies. Okay, so this, if you look at here, you have 5 plus 27 plus 15. He watched 5 comedies, 27 action, and 15 dramas. Okay, so if you take, you can take commutative property and rearrange the numbers, kind of put numbers together how you'd rather have them. So what they did here is they moved, using commutative property, what number should go in this blank. Okay, hopefully you see that the number missing is the 27. So the 27 would go in this blank. Okay, so then using associative property, they've grouped together the 5 and the 15. Now you can group any of the numbers together and add that sum up to make it easier for you, but you're not probably going to group any of the other numbers together to make it easy. You can group the 27 and the 15 together, but it's not going to be as easy to figure out in your head mentally as 5 plus 15 is. Some of you might get it right off the bat, but it's not going to be as easy as 5 plus 15. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add. You're going to add what's in the parentheses. So in parentheses, we have 5 plus 15, which is, hopefully you say 20. And so we're going to do the 20. And then so we're going to put 20 over here as well. And then after that, you're going to add the remaining numbers, which is 20 plus 27. 20 plus 27, hopefully you can figure out, is 47. So Elijah watched a total of 47 movies last month. Elijah needs to get out a little more, if that's what he's watching that many movies. Okay, so that's the first two properties of addition. Okay, now next we have our third property of addition, which is the identity property of addition. The identity property of addition states that the sum of any number and 0 equals the number. So if you're taking 2 plus 0, you're going to get the number you started with, 2. 1,000 plus 0, you're going to get your number you started with, which is 1,000. Okay, so any number plus 0 equals the number you started with. Okay, so we're going to use the different properties here to find 1 and 8/10 plus 2 and 6/10 plus 0 mentally. Okay, so what they do here is they've kind of rearranged it and broken the decimals in up, and did put the 1 by itself in the 1 and 8/10. So you're taking 1 and 8 plus 8/10 gives you 1 and 8/10. 2 plus 6/10 gives you 2 6/10. That just will make it easier when you're adding it later. Okay, so now they're going to take, using commutative property, they're going to move the numbers around to make them where the whole numbers are together. Okay, so you're going to put the 2 here, and the decimals are together. So you're going to put the 6/10 on this line. That's just will make it easier later. So you have the whole numbers together, 1 plus 2, and you have the 8/10 plus the 6/10. Okay, so now we're just going to basically rewrite this in associative property, they're going to group together the whole numbers and group together the decimals. Okay, so if you add the whole numbers together, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Hopefully you figured that one out. 8/10 plus 6/10. How many total tenths is that? Well, that would be 14/10. Okay, so if you can take, but you can't have 14/10, so you're going to take 10 of those away to make one whole. And that leaves you with how many left over? 4/10. So 14/10 is the same thing as 1 4/10. So if you take 3 plus 1 4/10, you're going to end up with 4 4/10. Okay, 4 4/10 plus 0. The number you start with, anything plus 0, you're going to end up with the number you started with. So 4 4/10 plus 0 is going to be 4 4/10. All right, guided practice here. We're going to use the properties of addition to find the sum mentally, okay? And we're going to show the steps. All right, so when you look at 9 plus 27 plus 1, what is missing that goes on this line? Correct, 27. Okay, so 27 plus 9 plus 1. Now they're going to group together the 9 and the 1 using the associative property, put those in parentheses, so we know we're going to add those together first, which makes it just easier to do because 9 plus 1 we should know is 10. And then if you do 27 plus 10, you should get 37. So 37 is going to be our answer. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take the paper given to you to use the properties of addition to come up, figure out the answers to a few of these problems.